Oh shit. Okay. Welcome back to Last on Drafts, episode 20. Crazy.
Big, yeah, that's a pretty big deal. 20 episodes.
Yeah. You're back with Zach and Junior. Tonight we're actually going to do our first actual video. Hopefully it turns out really well, and if it don't, it's still going on YouTube. So
Yeah, it don't matter.
you know, you're dealing with a lot of background. We're not professionals,
No.
so hopefully one day we will.
Yeah. We try to make it manly, kind of, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, we got the safe in the back, and
And for those of you this being the first video, we got 20 episodes on Spotify. If you ain't saw them, check them out. I mean, we say laughs on drafts, but let's be real. Everything's not a laughing moment. And, in anything we do, we try to do podcasts that people can relate to as well. But we also we try to do funny stuff as well. But it's I think it's a cool idea that this being our first video going up. This is it's pretty big to us. I think so.
Yeah, and hopefully this summer, it starts warming up. We'll go and try to do like some fishing, talk about like some bait that we like to use or this, that, whatever.
I mean, we're gonna encrypt a lot of things into this podcast besides standard laughs. I mean, because to get laughs, you got to do funny stuff. So, also we're gonna encrypt in here, because we're big outdoorsmen. We love to fish, love to hunt. Anything outside, and got some hardcore vicious weenie dogs out there.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Kinds of hell.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear them in the background. Hopefully not, but they're back there.
Yeah, they're out there.
Just for y'all, real quick, my hand's doing better. Got my cast off. Got a nice little scar. And got 10 weeks of physical therapy to go to get my hand back, to work in order and stuff like that. And also, this past Thursday, got a vasectomy done. We'll talk about that here in a second, but we're going to start off with our beer. We got Michelob Ultra Pure Gold, 3.8 volume alcohol content. Really good. I mean, I enjoy it. 85 calories, low in calories and everything like that. We got them in our Yeti cups here, sipping on them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's, me, I've been on a diet because my doctor fussed at me. So I was like, Pure Gold is probably some of the best that I've found. And I was like, I said, we've yet to do something on Pure Gold, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy it. It goes down smooth, not too strong. So
it's a great spring summer beer for sure.
Yep. And since spring and summer is rolling up, I mean, it's a good time to break it out, give it a try.
And being at that right there, it is organic. I guess that's the reason why. I guess they say Pure Gold on it. It's just everything about it is just an organic beer.
Yeah.
So it's very good though. I like it.
So let's get into it with this vasectomy I had done. Got one kid, one and done. So went to the doctor. They stuck a needle in my damn sack. They numbed me up pretty good, and then the doctor's like stuck a knife to me. He's like, "You feel that?" I'm like, "Nope." So he cuts me open a little bit, little incisions, and then he's like, "It's gonna feel like you got kicked in the balls here in a minute." He's like, "I'm gonna pull this tube out and cut it." And I was like, "All right." He goes to pull it up. So bitch.
Felt like you got your balls cut.
Motherfucker.
Damn kick hell, you just sliced them bitches
up. He pulled that up. I was like, "Oh!" He's like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I felt like I got kicked in the balls." He's like, "I told you."
Ooh.
Yeah, so he pulls it out and does his thing, cuts it, clamps up each side of the tube, and then singes both sides so that they don't connect back.
Yeah.
And did the left side and then did the right side. And I'm not even sore where the incisions are. I'm sore like up above my dick area. Like, where all the hair grows. Like right there.
Pubic bone area.
Yeah. That's what hurts the worst. If I sit down and put some peas on my damn dick, that's been in the freezer, I'm alright. Or just sitting down, not doing nothing, I'm fine. But standing up, moving around a lot, it hurts. But it's not as bad as I expected. I mean, to be honest, like I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess when he says he was gonna singe each side, like I was gonna feel that shit. But nah, I didn't feel him singed or nothing. But yeah. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Ooh.
I'll be glad when it heals and everything.
I bet.
Yeah. So, anywho, yeah. So we've been friends for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Long time. We're 32 years old. We've been friends since we was about 11, 20 some years.
I thought you was going somewhere else with that. I thought you was going to say let's rub our wieners together.
So we've been friends for a long time. Let's rub our wieners together. Anyway, nah. So, yeah, we kind of like a ride or die kind of bunch, ain't we? So, like,
Oh, yeah.
My question is, I got a question. My question is that if you see me commit some kind of crime that could probably send me to jail or even prison, are you snitching on me?
No.
No. You'd probably be right there, right beside me, helping me.
I mean, that's essentially what I'm looking at. I mean, that's not like I mean, that's the point of it. I mean, like if I mean, you're well for one, I know you. Yeah. You're not just going to up and be like, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch right over there, and I mean, like for no damn reason. That's that's all right. When you just committed, just point blank murder.
Right.
And I just, but I mean, if there's a legitimate excuse, behind it right there, hell no, if they say, well, you was there, you had to see it, whatever, I'd be like, all right, man. So let me ask you something. Can I get my jumpsuit and kind of DOT orange, or does it have to be some of that shit orange that y'all are able to give everybody? I mean, can I get that kind of treatment or whatever, And if they say, they're probably just going to fucking rack it to me after I be that kind of smart ass or whatever. I mean, because, yeah. I mean, that's just the way I am. No. Because I'd imagine if you're killing somebody, you had a legitimate excuse behind it, which, depending on the excuse, you might not go to jail anyway, especially if it's self-defense.
Yeah.
So.
Plant the gun in his hands. I'm like, self-defense, bitches.
Shot him in the back, flipped him over and shit.
Yeah. I got some people I couldn't commit a crime around because they'd be snitching my ass out. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it kind of goes back to the thing too. Like we've been friends for a while, and so like as a kid, do you ever go to like Burger King, McDonald's, wherever, and like you go inside to eat, and you get you a cup, and you go through there, and you get like a little bit of each soda, and everything like that, and you used to call them suicides.
Yeah, suicide drinks. Yeah, because they'd be like, give me my cup. And I saw other people doing that, and I was just like, the fuck? Then I finally figured, I was like, shit, I'm going to do it too. Pop, 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 pop. All the way down through there.
Yeah.
And I just, that was the nastiest shit when you start mixing Coke, Mellow Yellow, Mr. Pibb, or
that's why they call it a suicide, because it was, I did that a couple times, but then I would get clever. I would only add things I thought would taste good together, So,
yeah. Especially like when it comes down to like fruity stuff, I guess you would say. That would be the ultimate thing.
Yeah, so that was fun. I wonder if anybody out there has ever done that,
Oh, I'm sure that there's.
I wonder if it's an everywhere thing, or it's just kind of down here in the South, you know what I mean?
Well, I wonder if it was a timeline thing, if it was something 90's kids done.
Yeah.
If it was a lot of 90's and kids that was just like you know hell there wasn't really phones back then. There's no
Right.
cell phones
Right.
really hardly.
I mean, there were,
I
but
mean,
we
well,
didn't have them. Yeah.
well, I remember when cell phones came out, like you used to have bag phones and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
then they came out with that Nokia. And the only thing you could do on it was play Tetris because I remember my mom had one going down the road playing Tetris on that damn thing.
They had the snake game on there too.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was my first phone was a Nokia. Honestly, I wish I could find one, not to use it, but just to have one.
Yeah.
It's like a nostalgia thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have. I mean, and them
But,
phones, you could not break them.
No, they were tough as hell.
They were indestructible.
I mean, it's like I said, they made some more indestructible phones, kind of similar, same way.
Yeah.
You remember when Nextel came out? It was Nextel, then it went to Sprint. Sprint bought them out.
I think so.
They
Yeah.
still ain't worth shit.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, but they made some tough phones too. But like I said, keep from bearing off much. As far as the drink thing goes, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that done it and mixed things. But like I said, I wonder if that was just a '90s era time frame that people done that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I feel like that, 90s, early 2000s was something, how when we did all that.
Um,
Maybe like late 80s, I would imagine too. I don't know.
Yeah. I remember people used to talk about it in school, but I don't know. I've only done it like once or twice, and but that was about it. And I just no, I wasn't gonna do that. I'm gonna dump it all out and make some Dr Pepper or something.
Dump it all out, do it. Yeah.
But
different.
let's. What else you got in store? What are you?
I was thinking whoopings.
Oh, we can go all day on it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like as growing up in the '80s or the '90s. Me and him grew up in the '90s and stuff. So you do something bad, your mom or your dad make you go out there and get a switch and whoop your ass or whatever they can get their hands on. Really, coat hangers, switches, paddles. I mean,
my dad chased me around the house.
Flip flop.
He used to like double fold the belt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, I was running from him one day. He let that instead of folding it around in his hand, he dropped that one in or extended it out to the full belt. I'm telling you, that damn thing, it went across my back, it went across my ass, my legs. I mean, but you got to think, it turned out good. But dude, I was listening to a comedian. You talking about whoopings?
Yeah.
I was listening to a comedian the other day in the tractor trailer, and coming down the road, and he was talking about. He said he's got a retarded brother. And he's like, "Don't y'all dare feel sorry for him." He said, "That's a me, you motherfucker." He said, "He's like He said he got out of a fight or something, and well, he come home. His brother was like, going around and he said he called his mom a bitch, whatever. He's like, y'all. He said my mama hit Rodney across the back so hard. He said that he went into mute. He just went. He said you ever just fucking hit somebody across the fucking back so hard with a damn belt. He said you put him in mute mode. Ah. He did twitching and jerking and shit.
Oh gosh.
I remember doing. You remember getting your arm held up?
Yeah.
Getting whooped in circles.
Oh
chased
yeah.
Please, no stop, please.
I've been a couple times, do something or whatever, and then my mom would make me go out there and pick out a switch, and then it's like, you go out there and you think you're clever and you pick out like the smallest switch you could find on the bush or whatever, or the tree or whatever. One motherfuckers hurt worse than if you brought in the damn tree itself and got whooped with it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, them things out there, because I mean,
Yeah.
they were fast. And they'd leave
yeah,
little
it's
whelps
that-
on your legs or your back or your butt, well, you know.
Yeah, them small ones.
Yeah, man.
Especially like we, dude.
It's like a little damn whip, man. They're so quick and fast.
So, I was acting up over at our neighbor's house. This is like right across the street from us when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And there was a weeping willow tree over there. You know what one of those are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had to go break one off of that tree.
I've had to do that before.
Yeah, that sucked. That day right there was just legitimately. I felt like I was being whipped like a slave over getting a whooping.
But I tell you though, you know, even getting whoopings and stuff like that, we turned out fine. You know, we not out here because like people's like, oh, you get whoopings and everything, grow up to be, you know, criminals and shit like that. And fuck no, you don't. And what kills me, and typically I try not to get into this topic, you know, like and everything. But what kills me is how a lot of these people are acting nowadays. That's in their late 20s, 30s, and 40s and shit like that. That grew up in the 80s and 90s, and the way they're turning out and everything. It's like I can't wrap my head around it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not. I mean, you got.
I talk about child, fuck, what was I gonna try to say?
Child abuse.
Yeah, child abuse, and if you spank your kids. Look, now that I got a kid, I'm not gonna go straight to whooping.
No.
No, my kid, you know, if she does something bad, I'll try other methods or whatever first. You know, grounding, taking away phones, iPads, or whatever, this, that, whatever. And I don't think I would ever really whoop my kid at all. But like, you know, it's just like, I don't know. Some of these kids out here, they need a good ass whooping.
Well, I can tell you this,
and the parents do too.
I can tell you this. So what I see, I mean, I don't have my own kids, but I remember what my mama and my dad, you know, talking to my grandparents and talking to other people and saying, you know, when that topic came up, you know, it wasn't like it come up all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it did come up, parents nowadays, a lot of them don't follow through with what they say. And, you know, there's people that'll be like, look, if you don't cut it out, I'm going to whoop you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count to 3. And if you don't stop doing what you're doing, that's getting you in trouble, you know, I'm going to give you a whoop.
Yeah.
Well,
and they don't follow
I mean, well, you know, then say you got 1, 2, 3. All right, person gets up, they go over there. You know, if they're like, well, nowadays a lot of kids grab their parents' phones and they don't want to give the son of bitches back. You know, and that's another thing. I mean, I'm not telling anybody how to raise their kids, but I'm telling you, I think screen time has got children nowadays just fucking. I think it's just got them zoned clear in, and it's not any outdoor activities.
Yeah.
Like my niece is one of the world's worst to be on a screen. You know, on a phone or on an iPad or something. And the other day, and I'll remind you, she's like 7 now, 7 or 8. And this is the first time, like, I won't say she's 7. I don't think it's the first time in like 7 years. She was outside playing the other day, and I was like,
wow,
this is
take a picture.
now we're getting somewhere. If you know, and hell, at 7 and 8 years old, man, dude, I was running through the woods. I was playing in creeks. I was fishing by myself. You know, wasn't no cell phones.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's just pretty much, you know, that everybody, you know, the hell, they knew where I was at. You know, I told them where I was going.
Yeah.
And that's 9 times out of 10. That's where I was. I was somewhere around in that vicinity.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the same way. I didn't. I got my first phone that was in a key. It was I was 13, maybe 14 years old, and it was only for emergencies.
yeah,
Like to call my
I
mom.
remember that.
Yeah. It was only to call my mom, not my friends, nothing like that.
Yeah, well, that's
And then,
kind of around about the same time I got mine.
And as I got a little bit older, 14, 15, 16 years old, and started working, and I started buying minutes for my phone.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, I could call you after 9 o'clock or text you after 9
Yeah.
o'clock when that shit was free.
Exactly. Yeah. Now everything's unlimited.
Yeah.
Anytime of the day. This and that.
But yeah, it's like Jaden and my daughter, like, the thing is, like, she's 2, you'll be 3 in August, and she watches TV and she'll play on mine or Megan's phone or whatever. But we want to, of course, nowadays technology, you got to have it to, get anywhere in life, really. They got to have screen time to learn because everything is pretty much technology nowadays and everything. But it's like also like we want to limit her with that and everything too, because like there's some teenagers, man, it's like freaking crack if they don't have their phone. It's like they're itching. It's like,
I'm telling you, I mean that's just
get out there, like you said a while ago. We'd be outside, 8, 9, 10 years old, running through the woods. Me and my sister be running through the woods, climbing trees, we'd be out till dark, 9 o'clock at night, and sometimes we'd be out there, hanging out with our friends later, like, 10, 11 o'clock, and come home when we came home.
Well, I kind of veered off there for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, but that, say, if you say, parents limited, a kid's screen time.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to give up that phone, or they don't want to do their homework or do whatever. And the only thing they do is walk over there and just a pop.
Right.
That's not a whooping.
Mm-mm.
That's just what I said was you popped them.
Right.
Simple. Right there. Now whooping is, I mean, that's
yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. I mean, like 3 or 4 or 5 times, 5 licks.
Yeah.
And like I said, most of the time, I mean, then it wasn't just a pop. I mean, it was something that when we got whooped, I mean, it moved you. Like, I mean, especially if you got spanked with your bare hand.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time it moved your ass forward. I mean, when you got hit so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't got, I shouldn't say hit. You got spanked so hard, and then when you got whooped with a belt, it stung so bad that whatever you done, it stung so bad that you said, I'm not going to do that shit again because that hurt like hell. I mean, and that's typically, how, that's, to me, I think that's where you learn your rights and wrongs from. That's not beating your kids.
I think my sister, my youngest sister, she's well, the one I grew up with. I've got a couple other sisters, but the one I grew up with, she's 5 years younger than me, and she was the baby. Honestly, I think she needs to be beat beyond recognition because man alive, she's. I'm 32. That puts her at 27. I'm telling you, of course she's my sister and I love her, but I got to keep my distance from her because she's just drama.
Yeah.
I think my mom should have went through a lot more than she did.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, and even though knowing your sister, I never once would have thought, I thought when she was talking to her friends all the time, talking all that junk and stuff like that, I really thought she was just being like a kid, and I was just like, man, yeah, whatever. But when she done what she did there at the end, that threw me for a flip. That's because I was just like, wow, yeah, she's definitely went off the deep end. Yeah. So.
Like I said, I love my sister, and I mean, I really hope she grows up, and I really hope she gets her, head on her shoulder, you know what I mean. But like, straightens her life out and everything like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure if she ever will. To be honest with you, I mean, like there's nothing wrong with her. She could have done so much with her life, but she just keeps going down the wrong path. But we won't get into all that too much. Um, but yeah, we still got a little bit of time. So, what else? What other things you did you do as a kid that you would think would be only like 80s or 90s things? You know what I mean?
80s or 90s things?
Yeah, like we talked about the suicide drinks and everything. It was what else do you think? Did we do or did you do that you think would be in that era?
Well, for one, riding bicycles back then,
Mm-hmm.
and you everywhere you rode or went to, I mean, that was all, that was the biggest thing. That was a big thing for kids. Riding bicycles out in the yard, or not only that, like I said, going and with guys, little boys going around. They take their fishing rods, they go fishing, going to the creeks by themselves, sometimes 2 and 3 hours at a time. You know,
Yeah.
and not have a way of calling, and also if you want to, I remember you said something about the suicide drink, but and I still do it to this day when I get them. I don't go there that often because, like I said, I'm trying to diet right now and lose a little bit of weight.
Same.
But I used to dip my French fries in my Frosties.
I still do that.
Yeah,
from Wendy's though.
Yeah, exactly. From Wendy's.
Yeah.
And when I first done that, I didn't even know about it because I was just sitting there thinking, I ate a Frosty, and then I had the fries. I was like, that right there, and I started doing that.
It seemed like
but the older I got, I was sitting there thinking, and I mentioned somebody else would mention like, hey, man, I did the same thing, and then it just started going on and on and on. Like there was a lot of people, there's a lot of 90s kids that done that. But if you mention it nowadays, it's like,
right, yeah, it's like,
oh, you sick bastard.
Yeah, my wife thinks that's a little strange, but it's like the sweetness with the saltiness. It tastes really good.
It tastes really good.
Yeah.
I mean that's just that's me.
But it reminds me, you talk about riding bicycles, and I think this was a 80s, 90s, and maybe even early 2000s thing and everything. Taking cans and putting on the back tire to make it sound like a motorcycle. Yeah. Or, cards, baseball cards in your spokes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. I feel like that was like and I don't know, maybe it could have been in the 70s as well. I mean, but.
I mean, the baseball card thing, I think, went way back.
Yeah.
But I think the cans, somebody just started like.
Yeah, I think it's probably like 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hell, I did that even as like a early teenager, and I mean, I was put a can in the back of on the back wheel, and then you pick it up, and that damn can's hot as hell.
Yeah.
Good
and you sit there and you try to fold it in different ways to make different sounds.
Yeah.
Damn, how can I get this son bitch to sound like a true CRF 450 Honda 4-stroke? You ain't gonna do it.
You ever have a bicycle that had the pegs on the front and the back of the bicycle, like the pegs that you would stand up on? And,
yeah, like
the
BMX
BMX, yeah. Do you ever like have a couple friends like the one would be on the front hanging on, one be on the back, and you trying to pedal?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've done that a couple times. That was very dangerous.
And most of the time it was always me that was the one trying to pedal because I was always the biggest guy when I was younger. And a couple of my buddies, hell, they didn't even have bikes, so there's like, well, let me ride on there with you. But most of the time, if it was somebody on the front, it was just kind of like,
yeah, it's hard to control.
You was every chair trying to steer. But yeah, hell, I could ride all day. Somebody on the back.
Oh yeah.
They just sit there and ride.
Just hold your shoulders while you ride. Yeah. That was
as long as you wasn't as big as me, because me and you both going off the back. Yeah, man.
Oh,
dude, I ruined so many tires and shit doing that. But,
right.
Yeah. Oh, good old days, man. I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Yeah, kind of wish you can go back to the 90's and do all that shit again as a kid.
Yeah, essentially. You know.
Well, that'd be fun.
Hmm. But any big plans coming up this spring?
Just actually, me and my brother-in-law, and I try to get my wife to go, but me and my brother-in-law will talk about going kayaking for St. Patty Day.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's on a March. It's on a Sunday.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about getting out there. Water probably gonna be cold as hell.
Oh, I'm sure.
I told my wife I said I was gonna paint my beard green, for St. Patty Day, just color it in and everything.
Yeah.
I told her I was going to paint it green. She's like, for St. Patty Day, and I was like, no, but I like that idea.
Yeah.
I was just talking about just coloring it.
Yeah.
Which my mom, or it's either my mom or my sister the other day, it's like, did you dye your beard? I'm like, no. She's like, you got a lot of blonde and red in it. I said, because I'm blonde redheaded. It just is turned brown when I got, a little bit older, but when my beard grows out, I got a lot of blonde and red in it. So
that's the thing. I got more red, like right through here.
Yeah, like you can really tell, like out in the sun, like it, like
oh,
right,
that's
right in
definitely
here,
when you can tell it the most.
like right in here, not so much underneath, but right in here, yeah, you can tell.
You kind of remind me of Tommy Boy, when David Spade hit him across the damn face and knocked his ass out. I think with a 2x4 board, and he's like, not so much. He said, I don't hurt so much right here, not in, but right here.
Right.
He's like, what if he's got a mark across the side of his face, that red and shit? All that. He said, no, man, I think you're good.
Dukes of Hazards with Johnny Knoxville, and they slapped each other with the damn phone book.
Yeah, phone book.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville did that uppercut with him, and I was like, oh. What's his name? Sean Scott, something. I can't remember. He's a funny actor. Mm-hmm. Oh me. Well, we're running on a little bit. Running on here about 32 minutes now, something.
Yep.
But
I guess we'll head off here, and cause we got some ribs on the grill that we need to go check on.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to eat some of them ribs, man. They're delicious.
Oh yeah. I'm telling y'all what. If y'all ain't got any kind of pit boss or Traeger or silverback, I'm telling you, y'all missing out. I mean, but I will say this though, too, on the grill note. Old boy pulled up today with me ordering stuff for one of my grills, because be sure to have a backup grill, whether it is a second pit boss or whether it is a whatever gas grill. So as long as you got something, just make sure you got something to back up, because eventually something on these electrics are going to fail. So I would say either get charcoal or gas.
I got a gas grill at the house that's sitting underneath the carport. I need to get it out and clean it up real good and get a propane tank for it. But I got a little small grill I bought from like the dollar store for like $30-$40. I cook on that damn thing all the time.
Mm-hmm. I saw one the other day. I was like, man, I'm really thinking about getting one of these, but yeah, I might actually here soon.
Cause I love like the charcoal taste of like a hamburger, especially like a steak. Oh my god, man, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, and it's been good, dude. We'll get back in here next week.
Don't mind the dogs. I'm sure the microphone is probably cutting a lot of the noise out, but the tablet's probably picking up a lot of the background noise. So
if that's the case, I'm very sorry. We'll try our damnedest next time to get them old boys to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, I should have just done that. Yeah. Well, I think it worked. Nope.
You know what? I'm still gonna post this video on YouTube.
Oh
so,
yeah, might as well. Why not?
Right.
I think it's golden.
Yeah, pure gold.
Pure gold.
Pure gold, bitches.
Hey, y'all, summertime, spring drink. Great.
It's really good, yeah.
Great if you like light beers, stuff like that. So.
Light's kind of, well, whatever. Yeah, Michelob Ultra Pure Gold, organic light lager.
Guys.
Yeah, we're gonna get off here and go beat these dogs' asses now.
Oh yeah. Y'all be good. Catch us next week.
Later.
Hopefully be doing a lot more of these videos. Thank you.
See ya.